On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Patient.
A person who is receiving medical treatment, care, or attention from a healthcare professional, such as a doctor, nurse, or therapist, a personal quality or characteristic.
Examples:
Patient in the hospital. Patient with weight loss. The doctor carefully examined the patient's medical history.
Housewife.
A woman who manages a household, particularly one who stays at home to take care of children and domestic duties.
Examples:
Housewife duties. Prudent housewife. She is a full-time housewife who cares for her children and runs the household.
Rural.
Of or relating to the countryside.
Examples:
Rural accents. People in rural areas. Many rural areas are still impoverished.
District.
A part of a country or town, especially one with particular features.
Examples:
School districts. Urban districts. Since 2001, the district has provided training programs for automotive technicians.
Diagnose.
To determine or distinguish the nature of a problem or an illness through a careful analysis.
Examples:
Diagnose the problem. Diagnose with CT scans. This device is used to diagnose brain cancer and other tumors.
Recruit.
To persuade someone to work for a company, to find new members for an organization, the armed forces, etc.
Examples:
Recruit a good worker. Recruit a new hire. The colonial government recruited militia support when civil war broke out.
Participate.
To take part in something.
Examples:
Participate fully in conversation. Participate in the program. The majority of students actively participated in the college's intramural sports program.
Clinical.
Of or relating to the examination and treatment of patients rather than theoretical or laboratory studies.
Examples:
Clinical surgery. Participate in clinical trials. She received special clinical training at the hospital.
Retrovirus.
A type of RNA virus that uses the enzyme reverse transcriptase to convert its RNA into DNA, which then inserts itself into the host cell's genome, which can cause a variety of diseases in humans and animals, including HIV, human immunodeficiency virus.
Examples:
Retrovirus infection. Feline retrovirus. The patient's condition improved after beginning a retrovirus-targeted treatment regimen.
Therapy.
The act of caring for someone through medication, remedial training, etc.
Examples:
Therapy for a patient. Field of gene therapy. I underwent aversion therapy for my addiction to alcohol.
Clinic.
A building or hospital department where people can go for medical care or advice, especially of a particular condition.
Examples:
Visit to the veterinary clinic. A dental clinic. She holds a clinic on Tuesday mornings.
Fare.
The price paid for travel on a particular mode of transportation, such as a train, bus, or plane, the cost of admission or entrance to an event or location.
Examples:
Bus fare. Taxi fare. The fare for the train ride from New York to Boston was reasonable compared to the cost of flying.
Distance.
The amount of space between 2 points, measured in units such as miles, meters, or kilometers, the extent, scope, or range between two things, such as distance or emotional distance.
Examples:
Driving distance. Social distance. The marathon runner covered a long distance in a short amount of time. Transport. A system for moving people or products from one location to another using automobiles, roads, and so on.
Examples:
Transport facilities. Access to public transport. Enhanced rail transportation is crucial for our business.
Alternative.
One of two or more available possibilities or choice.
Examples:
An alternative plan. There is no other alternative. Doctors are gradually coming around to the idea of using alternative medicines.
Bother.
To disturb, annoy, or cause inconvenience or worry to someone, to take the trouble or effort to do something.
Examples:
Bother the neighbors. Bother with details. Please don't bother me while I'm trying to concentrate.
Obvious.
Easy to see, discover, or understand.
Examples:
Obvious reasons. His conclusion was obvious. There are obvious differences between the two wine-producing regions.
Clue.
An object, a piece of evidence, or some information that helps someone to find the answer to a problem, question, or mystery.
Examples:
A clue about the crime. A clue to the diagnosis. The police couldn't find a clue to her whereabouts.
Puzzled.
Confused or uncertain because you do not understand something.
Examples:
Puzzled expression. Puzzled by the question. She was puzzled by the strange behavior of her cat.
Consent.
Permission or agreement to do something, especially given by somebody in authority.
Examples:
Consent for surgery. Give silent consent. She gave her consent to the company's proposal.
Implication.
Something that is inferred or indirectly stated, the act or fact of being involved in something.
Examples:
The implication in a crime. The implication of a word. His poem has a very significant implication.
Conduct.
To organize and carry out a particular activity.
Examples:
Conduct a background check. Conduct research. Police will conduct random breath testing for drunk driving.
Yield.
The total output of crops, profits, etc. that are produced. Verb, to produce or supply helpful something, such as a profit, an amount of food, or information.
Examples:
Corn yield. The yield on the bond. The company's stock gives a high yield.
Exciting.
Causing a lot of interest or excitement.
Examples:
Exciting football player. Exciting news. The findings of the experiment were both exciting and unexpected.
High profile.
Attracting much attention and interest from the public and media.
Examples:
High-profile lawyer. Become high-profile. Within 6 months, the research thesis became a high-profile scientific paper.
Journal.
A newspaper or magazine specialized in a specific topic or profession.
Examples:
Scientific journal. Journal articles. The physician is reading the journals related to medicine.
Clinician.
A practitioner, especially of medicine or psychology, who has direct contact with patients.
Examples:
Experienced clinician. From a clinician's perspective. Some clinicians believe that psychological characteristics alone may cause mental disorders.
Improve.
To make or become better.
Examples:
Improve a process. Improve the test score. We want to improve ties between our two countries.
Device.
A piece of equipment, tool, or technology that serves a particular purpose or function, often mechanical or electronic.
Examples:
Electronic device. Tracking device. I always carry a backup device in case my phone runs out of battery.
Develop.
To grow or expand, to improve or refine through a process of progress and refinement, often to achieve greater sophistication or complexity, to elaborate or add detail to something that is in the process of being created.
Examples:
Develop a strategy. Develop a skill. We must develop a new system to streamline our workflow and increase efficiency.
Contrary.
Acting in opposition to what is expected or desired.
Examples:
The clear contrary. Contrary evidence. The two sides argued their points, but the judge ultimately sided with the contrary viewpoint.
Extreme.
Very great in amount or degree.
Examples:
Extreme sports. Extreme weather events. Solar gravity creates extreme pressures and temperatures.
Burden.
A duty, responsibility, etc. that is oppressive or worrisome, a load, typically a heavy one that is difficult to carry.
Examples:
Carry a burden. Burden of disease. That car has a low environmental burden.
Disease.
A disorder or illness that affects the body or mind, often characterized by specific symptoms or abnormal functioning of organs or systems.
Examples:
Disease prevention. Disease control. The doctor diagnosed him with a rare disease that had no known cure.
Inequality.
The unfairness of a society in which some people have more opportunity, money, etc. than others. Mathematics, relation between two values when they are different.
Examples:
Inequality in salary. Algebraic inequality. There are several causes of economic inequality within societies.
Pose.
To present a risk, problem, or other issues that must be addressed.
Examples:
Pose a significant threat to my company. Pose a challenge. The chemicals pose a massive health risk.
Exploitation.
The process of making some area of land or water more profitable or productive or useful.
Examples:
Sexual exploitation. The exploitation of fossil resources. Strategic exploitation of cutting-edge technology would be a sure formula for success.
Context.
The circumstances, facts, or conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or statement and that give it meaning.
Examples:
Historical context. Legal context. It's important to understand the context of a situation before making a decision.
External.
Belonging to or situated outside of someone or something.
Examples:
External factors. External commerce. When a company discloses information to the market, an external auditor verifies them.
Remains.
The leftover parts or pieces of something that have been destroyed, removed, or consumed, the physical or biological remains of a deceased person, plant, animal.
Examples:
Remains of a building. Human remains. The remains of the ancient civilization can still be seen in the city's ruins.
Authorize.
To give official permission or approval for something to happen, to empower or give authority to someone or something.
Examples:
Authorize payment. Authorize access. The government has authorized the use of military force in the region to keep the peace.
Sub-Saharan.
Of or relating to or situated in the area south of the Sahara Desert.
Examples:
Sub-Saharan Africa. Sub-Saharan countries. The coffee producers in sub-Saharan countries are at the sharp end of fluctuations in price.
Attractive.
Immensely appealing in look or sound, having characteristics or qualities that make something appealing and valuable.
Examples:
Attractive men. Attractive opportunity. The growth of the sharing economy is attractive for tech companies.
Generate.
To produce or create something, to make offspring by reproduction.
Examples:
Generate more electricity. Generate $100 a month. The economic stimulation program would generate a lot of new jobs.
Valid.
Having a reasonable basis in logic or fact, still legally or officially acceptable.
Examples:
A valid contract. A ticket valid for 2 days. Your credit card is no longer valid.
Applicable.
Fit or suitable to be applied, having relevance to a person or thing.
Examples:
Give applicable examples. Accordance with applicable law. This regulation is not applicable to minors.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Preferable.
More desirable or suitable than another option, more favored or favored over something else, better or more advantageous.
Examples:
Preferable option. Preferable solution. For most people, living in a quiet suburb is preferable to living in a busy city.
Population.
The total number of people in a country, region, or location.
Examples:
Population change. Labor population. In just 4 years, the population has doubled.
Incidence.
The frequency or rate at which a particular event or condition occurs within a specific population, group, or area. The occurrence or manifestation of something, especially something harmful or unpleasant.
Examples.
Incidence rate. High incidence of disease. The incidence of crime has decreased in the neighborhood since the new security measures were put in place.
Infection.
A condition in which pathogenic microorganisms or viruses have entered the body.
Examples.
A bacterial infection. Treat the infection with antibiotics. Hospitals must meet various standards to prevent nosocomial infections.
Largely.
Virtually entirely, to a large degree.
Examples.
Largely accepted. Largely mitigate the issue. Nevada is largely a desert state.
Estimate.
To guess or calculate the cost, the size, value, etc. of something.
Examples.
Estimate of fair value. Estimate this chicken to weigh 3 pounds. We estimated the season's total trade deficit at $50 billion.
Infect.
To affect a person, an animal, or a plant with a disease-causing organism.
Examples.
Infect other animal species. Infect a computer with a virus. Children often infect parents with this head cold.
Continent.
One of the Earth's large landmasses. Adjective, abstaining from your feelings, especially your desire to have sex.
Examples.
The inland of a continent. Continent urinary diversion. Flight across the continent was a daring adventure in its day.
Widespread.
Existing or happening in various places or among many people.
Examples.
Widespread use. Widespread fear of nuclear war. In medieval times, death punishment was widespread and socially accepted.
Poverty.
The condition of being extremely poor.
Examples.
Poverty alleviation. The cycle of poverty. Many studies have investigated the relationship between poverty and academic achievement.
Endemic.
Of a disease or other problem, regularly found among particular people or in a certain area.
Examples.
Endemic disease. Cholera endemic area. Malaria is endemic in many tropical countries.
Inadequate.
Not sufficient or enough.
Examples.
An inadequate income. Inadequate funding. The small budget was inadequate to cover all the necessary expenses for the project.
Potentially.
In a possible state or condition, possibly.
Examples:
Potentially affected. Potentially lucrative. The organization assisted in the de-escalation of potentially violent situations.
Beneficial.
Helpful, useful, or sound, promoting or enhancing well-being.
Examples:
A beneficial result. Beneficial to all countries. Laughing is beneficial to our health.
Absence.
The fact or condition of being away from a place where they are typically anticipated to be.
Examples:
Absence from work. A leave of absence. Another critical factor of child poverty is the father's absence.
Medical.
Relating to the treatment of illness or injuries, relating to the practice of medicine.
Examples:
A medical opinion. Temporary medical treatment. The medical team worked quickly to save the patient's life.
Assist.
To help someone in doing anything.
Examples:
Assist a patient. Assist his goal. Please assist her with the furniture relocation.
Problematic.
Full of difficulties, difficult to deal with or solve.
Examples:
A problematic situation. Seems to be highly problematic. Direct democracy is effective in quickly resolving problematic situations within a community.
Litigation.
The process of resolving legal disputes through the court system.
Examples:
Civil litigation. Litigation process. The government is considering litigation against the company for environmental violations.
Rigorous.
Allowing or demanding no deviation from a standard, extremely careful, thorough, or accurate.
Examples:
Rigorous standards. Have rigorous criticism. The way he manages his employees is extremely rigorous.
Ethical.
Of or relating to principles about what is right and wrong, or the branch of knowledge dealing with these.
Examples:
An ethical doctrine. Shoulder ethical responsibility. The president must have the highest ethical standards.
Hint.
An indirect suggestion, a slight but appreciable amount of something.
Examples:
Hint of trouble. Helpful hints. There was no hint of a problem.
Strict.
Strongly limiting someone's freedom, allowing no deviation from a standard, rule, belief, etc.
Examples:
Strict compliance regime. In strict secrecy. Too strict a regulation for the private sector will stifle innovation.
Prevalence.
The state or condition of being widespread or common, the extent or frequency of occurrence of a disease or condition in a given population at a specific time.
Examples:
Prevalence rate. High prevalence of a diabetes. The prevalence of allergies has increased in recent years.
Scientifically.
In a way that relates to science or is connected with science.
Examples:
Investigate scientifically. Scientifically explainable. The hypothesis is not yet scientifically proven.
Questionable.
Doubtful or uncertain and may be open to question or criticism.
Examples:
Questionable ingredients. Questionable methods. The evidence presented in the report is questionable and may need further investigation before any conclusions can be drawn.
Unfair.
Not giving equal treatment or opportunities to people involved, marked by injustice, partiality, or deception.
Examples:
Unfair employment practices. Have an unfair advantage. In a democracy, it is necessary to monitor the judiciary to see if it is making unfair decisions.
Advantage.
A condition or circumstance that puts one in a favorable or superior position, a beneficial feature or asset that someone or something has.
Examples:
Score an advantage. Take advantage of his weak points. One of the main advantages of the new product is its increased efficiency.
Affected.
Influenced, feeling or showing emotion, especially exaggerated emotion, not natural or sincere.
Examples:
Affected way of walking. The affected part. Her affected accent made it difficult to take her seriously.
Pandemic.
An outbreak of a disease that affects many people over a very wide area.
Examples:
Flu pandemic. Global pandemic. They fear a pandemic of a new type of virus.
Invite.
To ask someone to come or join, to offer an opportunity or possibility for something to happen or take place.
Examples:
Invite guests. Invite criticism. We want to invite you to our annual charity event.
Relevance.
The state or degree of being closely connected or appropriate to the matter at hand.
Examples:
Have no relevance. Relevance category. The relevance of this information to the current situation needs to be investigated.
Procedure.
A way of doing something, especially the official or well-known way.
Examples:
Undergo a surgical procedure. Standard procedure. The pilot and flight attendant ran through the checkout procedure.
Inappropriate.
Not suitable or proper for a particular situation or occasion.
Examples:
Inappropriate behavior. Inappropriate content. His comments were wholly inappropriate on such a solemn occasion.
Ineffective.
Not producing any significant or intended effect or result.
Examples:
An ineffective speech. Pull an ineffective player. These treatments were ineffective against a virus.
Counterintuitive.
Contrary to what common sense would suggest.
Examples:
Counterintuitive results. Counterintuitive behavior. The counterintuitive nature of quantum physics has been a source of confusion for scientists for decades.
Illiterate.
Unable to read or write, lacking knowledge in a particular field.
Examples:
Illiterate population. Illiterate adult. He was illiterate and could not read the instructions.
Lengthy.
Tediously continuing for a long time, very long in time or size.
Examples:
To be a lengthy process. Lengthy load times. The lengthy medical treatment had weakened his muscles.
Communal.
Belonging to or used by a group rather than individuals, for common use.
Examples:
Communal swimming pool. Communal combination of funds. Communal elections were held in several European countries.
Involve.
To include or affect someone or something as a necessary part of something else.
Examples:
Involve a lot of paperwork. Involve a high degree of risk. The investigation involves several government agencies and is expected to take several months.
Criteria.
Plural of criterion, standards or conditions by which something may be judged or decided.
Examples:
Criteria for action. Consistency criteria. He didn't meet all the criteria, but he was hired anyway.
Incentive.
Something, such as a punishment, reward, etc., that encourages a person to do something.
Examples:
Financial incentives. An incentive to work hard. They have no incentive to win the game.
Linguistic.
Relating to language or the study of language.
Examples:
Her major is linguistics. Linguistic analysis. Our naive experience undoubtedly contains a linguistic aspect.
Cult.
A small religious group, especially one that is not part of a larger religion and that is regarded as outside the norm, followers of an exclusive system of beliefs and practices.
Examples:
Cult members. Cult's practices. The cult leader promised his followers that they would achieve enlightenment if they followed his teachings.
Debate.
A formal discussion or argument of opposing viewpoints, often to persuade others to adopt a specific position, a public discussion, often on an issue of current interest, in which participants offer opinions and differing perspectives.
Examples:
Debate topic. Debate competition. The debate over climate change continues to be a hot topic in politics.
Controversy.
A lot of discussion and argument about something, often involving strong feelings of anger or disapproval.
Examples:
Controversy among researchers. Arouse controversy. They entered into controversy with a member of the ruling party.
Treatment.
The way in which someone deals with or behaves towards someone or something, medical care provided to a patient for an injury or illness.
Examples:
First aid treatment. Treatment by diet. The primary purpose of the treatment is pain relief.
Evaluate.
To assess or estimate the quality, significance, quantity, or value of something.
Examples:
Evaluate the grant proposal. Evaluate a situation. The meeting aims to evaluate possible choices.
Regimen.
A prescribed course of medical treatment, diet, or exercise for the promotion or restoration of health.
Examples:
Fitness regimen. Regimen of chemotherapy. My doctor prescribed a strict regimen of exercise and healthy eating to help me lose weight.
Affordable.
Not expensive and able to pay.
Examples:
Affordable housing. Affordable solution. The automaker has been providing affordable car financing options since last year.
Accessible.
Capable of being reached, easily got, or seen.
Examples:
A town accessible by rail. Accessible to pity. He is an accessible and genial man.
Inexpensive.
Costing little, having a low price.
Examples:
Inexpensive option. An inexpensive inn. The restaurant offered delicious food at an inexpensive price.
Straightforward.
Easy to do or understand, or simple, free from ambiguity.
Examples:
Straightforward manner. Make a straightforward dash. The defendant gave a straightforward and accurate description of the accident.
Assess.
To judge or decide the nature or quality of someone or something.
Examples:
Assess a tax of £10. Assess the quality. Our company needs to assess the business impact of climate change.
Suitable.
Fit or appropriate, proper, adapted.
Examples:
Suitable amount. Date suitable to both groups. The dress was suitable for the formal occasion.
Primordial.
Existing from the beginning of time or the start of a particular process, relating to the earliest stage of the universe.
Examples:
Primordial forms of life. Primordial gas. The discovery of the primordial soup was a crucial step in understanding the origins of life on Earth.
Safeguard.
To protect something or someone from harm, damage, or loss.
Examples:
Safeguard my property. Safeguard environmental quality. This measure will safeguard people against terrorism.
Unfortunately.
By bad luck, unluckily.
Examples:
Unfortunately caught in a shower. Even more unfortunately. The treatments were done, but, unfortunately, were unsuccessful.
Inefficient.
Lacking the ability or skill and not making the best use of time, money, energy, etc.
Examples:
Inefficient use. Inefficient management. The system is still so inefficient that it is useless.
Government.
The group of people with authority to control a country or state.
Examples:
Government bureaucracy. Government funding. The federal government is planning to increase taxes for the next fiscal year.
Committee.
A group of people appointed or elected to perform a specific function or manage a particular task, often within a larger organization.
Examples:
Committee meeting. Committee member. The ad hoc committee met to discuss the proposal.
Independence.
Freedom from another's or others' control or influence.
Examples:
Financial independence. Independence ceremony. There is nothing more valuable than independence and freedom.
Sponsor.
To provide funds for a particular event, program, individual, etc., as a way of advertising.
Examples:
Sponsor a contest. Sponsor a local group. Our company sponsors numerous disabled athletes.
Accountability.
The state of being responsible for one's actions or decisions, the obligation to explain, justify, or take ownership of one's actions or their consequences, the expectation of being answerable and liable for the outcomes of one's behavior or performance.
Examples:
Government accountability, individual accountability. Activists questioned the company's accountability for the environmental impact of its operations.
Promote.
To encourage or persuade people to like, buy, use, do, or support something, to raise someone to a higher position or rank.
Examples:
Promote a better relationship. Promote bad behavior. The government should do more to promote sustainable agribusiness.
Transparency.
The condition or quality of being easy to see through.
Examples:
Lack of transparency. Transparency during the trials. The main discussion topic is government transparency.
Non-governmental.
Not belonging to or controlled by a government.
Examples:
Non-governmental aid worker. Non-governmental agency. The non-governmental organization works to promote human rights in developing countries.
Organization.
A group of people who work together for a shared purpose.
Examples:
Organization chart. Agricultural organization. She is the president of a large international organization.
Appropriate.
Suitable or proper in the circumstances, fitting.
Examples:
Appropriate behavior. An appropriate time. It would be appropriate to dress nicely for the wedding.
Absolutely.
Without restriction or limitation, completely or utterly.
Examples:
Absolutely against. Absolutely obsessed with the girl. I am absolutely opposed to his idea because of morality.
Intervention.
The action or process of being done to improve or help a circumstance, often they have not been asked to do so.
Examples:
Intervention by foreign powers. Surgical intervention. This intervention does not require the patient's consent.
Addition.
The act or process of adding something to something else, the process of adding numbers.
Examples:
Chemical addition. Addition of vectors. In addition, private corporations provide healthcare services.
Possibility.
A chance that something may happen or be true.
Examples:
Possibility for growth. Possibility of a major earthquake. The possibility of getting the disease will drastically increase.
Introduction.
A preliminary explanation or remarks given before the start of a text, performance, or event, the act of bringing something new into existence or introducing something to a wider audience or new market.
Examples:
Introduction education. Self-introduction. The introduction to the new class was informative and engaging.
Maintain.
To continue to uphold or sustain, to keep in a particular state or condition, to assert or declare something to be true.
Examples:
Maintain order. Maintain good health. I need to maintain my car regularly to prevent any major mechanical issues.
Justify.
To provide a valid or reasonable explanation, reasoning, or evidence in support of a belief, action, or decision, to defend or vindicate something as right or valid.
Examples:
Justify my beliefs. Justify your decision. The lawyer tried to justify his client's actions by presenting evidence of their difficult upbringing.
Fortunate.
Having good luck or lucky.
Examples:
Fortunate situation. Less fortunate person. He was pretty fortunate to pass the exam.
Enroll.
To officially register or sign up for something, particularly a course of study, an organization, or a service.
Examples:
Enroll at a college. Enroll in a school. I need to enroll in a cooking class to improve my culinary skills.
Cope.
To deal with and overcome difficulties or problems.
Examples:
Cope with stress. Cope alone with a child. The company was able to cope with the changes in the market by introducing new products.
Situ.
Short for situated, meaning located or placed in a particular position or circumstance.
Examples:
Ex situ conservation. In situ control. Melanoma in situ is considered the earliest stage of melanoma and has a high cure rate with appropriate treatment.
Encounter.
To face something, particularly something unpleasant or difficult, while attempting to do something else, to meet, especially unexpectedly.
Examples:
Encounter a crisis. Encounter a storm. I'm prepared to encounter challenges throughout this adventure.
Determinant.
A factor, circumstance, or condition that contributes to the shaping, influencing, or determining of a particular outcome or result.
Examples:
Environmental determinant. A determinant of crop yields. One determinant of success is having a positive attitude and a strong work ethic.
Movement.
A group of people working together to achieve a shared goal, especially a political, social, or artistic one, the process of moving or being moved, physically or figuratively.
Examples:
A circular movement. Movement of troops. The movement of the dancers on stage was graceful and elegant.
Moral.
Concerned with the principles of what is right and wrong, fairness, honesty, etc.
Examples:
Moral hazard. Moral burden. Ethics deals with moral conduct.
Conscience.
The inner sense of what is right or wrong in one's conduct or motives.
Examples:
Conscience decision. Conscience vote. He had a strong conscience and always tried to do the right thing.
Compromise.
To settle a problem or disagreement by mutual concession.
Examples:
Compromise the matter. Cannot compromise anymore. They never compromised on development despite the lack of funds.
Welfare.
The general health, happiness, and prosperous of a person or group.
Examples:
Child welfare. A welfare state. She struggled for years to survive without welfare.
Agency.
An organization or business that is responsible for specific activities or services, especially when representing other organizations or businesses. The capacity or power to act or exert influence, the ability to make decisions and take action.
Examples:
Real estate agency. Intelligence agency. The government agency regulated the country's food and drug safety standards.
Pharmaceutical.
Relating to the production and selling of the medical drugs.
Examples:
Major pharmaceutical companies. Commercial pharmaceutical products. She gave money to help set up a pharmaceutical laboratory.
Employer.
A person or organization that pays workers to work for them.
Examples:
Illegal employer. Employer responsibility. An employer's attitude toward its employees significantly impacts their productivity.
Urge.
To spur on or encourage someone, especially by cheers and shouts. Noun, a strong desire or impulse, especially one that is difficult to control or resist.
Examples:
Urge a total ban. A sexual urge. The lobbyist urged Congress not to approve the measure.
Thorough.
Done completely, significantly careful and accurate.
Examples:
Thorough investigation. Provide thorough analysis. A thorough brushing helps to keep your mouth fresh. A substance that is put into the body and protects them from disease by causing them to produce antibodies equals proteins that attack harmful bacteria, viruses, etc.
Examples:
Development of vaccines. An oral vaccine. The mRNA vaccine was approved in less than a year because it did not contain the fragments of the target virus.
Malaria.
A severe disease caused by a parasite that is spread by the bite of an infected mosquito.
Examples:
Malaria mosquitoes. Malaria endemic area. Many people in tropical countries die from malaria every year.
O.
To be under a moral or legal obligation to pay or do something in return for something received.
Examples:
Owe $100 to my friend. Owe him a grudge. She owes her friend a favor for helping her move.
Willingness.
The state of being ready or inclined to do something.
Examples:
Willingness to help. Indicate a willingness to change. Her willingness to help others earned her many friends.
Selfless.
Concerned more with the needs and desires of others than with one's own, unselfish, altruistic.
Examples:
Selfless act. Selfless devotion. Her selfless dedication to the community earned her a prestigious award.
Humane.
Having or showing compassion, kindness, and sympathy toward others, especially toward those who are suffering.
Examples:
Humane treatment. Humane society. We must ensure that all medical testing on animals is conducted in a humane way.